Hey, I'm Andrew Hott, and today I want to show you the Flames of War Hobby League. So your first question is probably, what is a hobby league? Well, Hobby League is a league, basically a 3-month league that you'll be putting together and painting an army. During the league, you'll be playing games as well as participating in a few tournaments, but the whole purpose of the league is to help players kind of group together, form a community, and start kind of painting circles and groups to get people to paint the models and build the models together as kind of a community. So new players can learn off the old players, and old players can learn new painting tips and stuff like that as they go through it. So it's kind of a community building league, and that's kind of the focus of this, is kind of build a Flames of War community at your store or game club. So it's really the perfect place for anybody who has never played Flames of War, or someone who just wants to get into late war for the first time, or just somebody who wants to get in on the fun to kind of just start Flames of War version 4. So to that end, we kind of created a timeline that kind of fits our kind of intro to Flames of War. So on our timeline, as you'll see on your screen, we have a bunch of different things going on. So the first thing that you'll see is in June we have a get a head start. So June is not necessarily part of the league, but it's when we are coming out with Fury, Hit the Beach, and our army deals. Fury is a great way just to learn how to play the game, kind of get into the mechanics, and both Hit the Beach and our army deals are great ways to start painting your 100-point army for the league. So getting those and having them ready to go for the league is going to be great. And starting in July is when we'll start the league. And so basically each month you'll be painting a certain amount of models. In July, our goal is to paint 50 points worth of models, because we want to have at the end of July a 50-point tournament, as you can see there. And so the whole point of July is to kind of get your first 50 points going. You want to get your core stuff painted, you want to get your company command painted, all that stuff, and then get it ready to play in your 50-point tournament at the end of the month. And then the next 2 months are a little bit easier, where you only have to paint 25 points to kind of fulfill those months' goals. And so in August and September, you're painting the last of your army. And then by the time you're done in October, you'll be ready to play in the Global Campaign, which is a campaign that we are teaming up with OnTableTop Gaming to provide. This will be a campaign that you can play with all your friends around the world, and you'll have your 100-point army for the campaign ready to go because, well, you participated in the Hobby League. During the months, as you see, there's 2 different tournaments. There's a 50-point tournament and a 100-point tournament. And those are kind of just to get you into the game. So the 50 points kind of your first 50 that you finish painting. And then the last 100 is like, oh, I just finished my army. Let's get a tournament on and let's try this out. In both of these tournaments, there are prizes. As you can see here, objective sets. When you open them up, this should be 2 different objectives. There is that one and that one. And those objectives will go to the people who win the tournament. So who gets first place and second place will each get a set of these objectives. And of course, there's 2 different chances for players to win at the 50-point and 100-point intervals. So that's how you get the objective prizes. And now, as you can see, there's more prizes sitting in front of me. Well, the rest of these prizes are given out throughout the campaign for actually your painting. So let's look at this. This is our Hobby League score sheet right here. Across the top here is your painting progress bar. And so every time you paint something, you just kind of mark how many points you've painted. So if you paint 25, you mark up to there, and so on, until you get to the 100 points. You notice there's 3 different red zones here, and that's when you earn some of these prizes. At the first interval, you'll earn battle plans, which is a set of cards that will have your different types of attack, either prepared or defend or attack. All those things are in here. And so these cards right here are very useful in the game because you choose one at the beginning of each game and then you figure out which mission you have. So it's kind of a cool little gaming aid that you get when you reach 50 points. When you reach 75 points, you get a full token set with our signature Tiger tank as the logo. So you get that, and if you paint 100 points, you get the deck box, which will fit all your Flames of War cards and will also fit your tokens and your battle plans as well. So it all kind of can be contained in this one box. So yeah, so if you go through and you paint your 100-point army, not only do you end with a 100-point army, but you end with a bunch of cool gaming aids that you'll be able to use throughout your gaming career. The last thing that I have on here are these tactical edge cards. Now, if you look at the poster here, I'll slide this in so you can see it better. On the side here, there's these little achievement boxes. These you check off as you go in the league. And if we look in the rule book here, You'll see kind of a blown up version of that here. Check off those as we go. There we go. And those will gain you tactical edge cards at the end. You can get up to 4 of these per player. And these are cards you can use during the global campaign afterwards. So during the global campaign, you can spend a tactical edge card to have a bunch of various effects, like this one on the bottom here, lets you discard to automatically pass a counterattack. So they're basically like little one-off power boosts that you get during the whole entire On the Tabletop League. And so throughout this whole campaign, you'll be getting lots of things. You'll be getting your battle plans, your tokens, your deck box, your tactical edge cards, and your objectives. But the most important thing you'll get is a sense of community and a 100-point army that you've painted and is ready to go. So basically, that's the goal of this league, is to set up Flames of War communities in both clubs and stores, and to make sure that players have fun putting together their armies. So now the next question is, who can have these? Well, like I said, both stores and clubs can order these. And like I said, you probably want to order 1 set for every 10 players who wants to play in this. So it's a good idea to get an idea of how many people want to participate in your hobby league. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. That is the hobby league that we're coming out with for Flames of War. This is the league that I'm probably looking the most forward to playing myself, and I can't wait to see what everybody else is doing. One thing to remember, actually, while you're doing the league, if you participate in our online competitions, we'll have one on Facebook and Instagram, you can actually win a game mat, a set of either resin landing craft or bunkers, and a set of our D-Day cardboard train that we talked about earlier. But yeah, so while you're doing the campaign, make sure to take photos, make sure you post them on Instagram and Facebook, use hashtag Hobby League so we know what you're doing. And yeah, you could go into winning some of these great prizes. Personally, I can't wait to start building my army for the league. And I already have ordered most of the British stuff I need to do. And I'll probably be putting together a British rifle company along with a Sherman company as my main starting force.